Welcome. So this is a commentary video about my gameplay from the Crocodile, it's my Crocodile deck, against a, what is it called? It's not Odin, it's Kinemon. Kinemon, green. So I choose to go first, or I chose to go, no, he chose to go second, so I have to go first. I think we did mulligan, and we mulliganed into that. Very, very, very defensive, very, very late game heavy. So we don't want to see that actually. Like that's just so bad. We usually want to get early aggression, early stuff on the board. Right now, if he plays a Yamato, he can just tap her, kill her. But he weirdly enough plays that dude, which is like, I mean, it's okay, right? It's a 4 cost 7k vanilla. Then he attacks me. I get the Deathwing trigger on top of the deck. That just hurts. Really good start for us considering our really rough start. So we go in 6. He takes the life anyway, so there's not necessarily a need to invest more Dawn, but we still do it because it doesn't matter, right? I mean, I'm not going to play anything anyways, and I'm not going to attack with my I could have attacked actually. Could have invested 5 Dawn into her, 4 Dawn into her, and went 5 face. But I did not. I chose to let her stay, probably because I wanted to draw a card. But I'm not entirely sure. So he's playing that dude again for 4, plays a Momo, and uses his ability to search a Odin. So I know Odin is about to come, right? He's about to be played next turn. So what I need to do, I need to build board. So I'm hitting the Momo with 1, with a 1k. Do I do that? I don't think I do that actually. I think I just attach 1 and I clear it, yeah. I was hovering it, that's so weird. But yeah, I decided to build board myself. And try not to lose any life because playing king takes all my Dawn. So yeah, I don't want to take 2 lives. So this is like I said, a really rough spot to be in because like I have to take every life and all I do is draw brick, right? Really rough. So technically he would attack with his 7k. For whatever reason, he does not. And I have like all the spells, which means like I can't really do a whole lot of stuff, right? So I'm just counting. We're on 9, so we attach 2, go face. We have the Lion Song that can remove the 5-drop. And since we're already on 9 Dawn, we're only on 7 then, which means we're on 9 in the next turn again, unless we play the Hell's Judgment. So if it's possible, we try to play around not having to play more than 1 Hell's Judgment, just because we don't want to lose like too many Dawns. He rests my blocker, which is super bad, and then decides to attach a Dawn to the Odin and go with 9 to my 7k king, which is like just a bad decision. Oh, never mind, he's going 11. Which is still not, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best decision because I will just use 1 Hell's Judgment and 1 Love Mellow to block it. Yes, draw a card, a 1k counter. So now his Odin is 2k, which means he cannot clear the king anymore. Even if he invests all the 4 Dawn. So all he can do is clear the Missile Sunday or try to go face. Oh, never mind. I kind of forgot about that. He actually restands the Odin, but decides not to go for the clear. Now that is weird. Wait, my commentary sucks. Sorry, man. I kind of forgot about like that he could restun him. So we're playing king, removing this, going 2 phase, going 1 phase, f5 phase. I think that was a big misplay not to attack with the Odin a second time, but he was apparently afraid of me having like clearing the Odin, which like is like, have you seen his hand? There's no way I could have cleared that with my Crocodile, right? I would have had to go to like, I don't know, 10 or 12 in order to efficiently clear him, and then I wouldn't have like couldn't have played anything else. So yeah, I think he lost the game at this point where he tried to or it's not lost by no means, but like he took a huge yeah, he took a huge hit by doing that, and now hitting with 10 instead of 11 was super bad as well again, because he just keeps like messing up with the ratios. I still dropped the 1-drop on top because I wanted to draw a card or 2 cards, but like generally you would just want to go with even numbers, like with king. If he's 7, you need to go 2k or 4k above if you really want to clear it. You usually want to go 4k against Crocodile because I have so many events. So I'm smiling that I Fugo minus Dawn 2, play her for free. I know I just go face because like I have all the defensive options in the world. All I need to do is not die. I don't need to clear the Odin. I just need to defend myself. Like if I were to attack the Odin, like that would never work. It would never work. There's a little sequencing error again, because if he has Punk Gibson and rests one of my minions, I'm a little screwed. Oh, actually, that's what happens. Maybe that's why I thought about it right now. So yeah, he actually uses Punk Gibson, taps me a 3-drop, and then I go for 7 again. He still has the 1 Dawn, Paradise Waterfall, he restands that. So he has 3 attacks, 4 attacks if he restands the Odin, and he can clear all of my minions, technically, if all the attacks go through. My goal, obviously, is to not let that happen. So he's attacking with 6, which already means jackpot basically, because we're going to remove both of them by 3, which means Odin is a 5 now. He then plays X-Drake for 5, removes one of the useless ones, the small ones. He then restands. Oh no, Odin is still standing, never mind. Like, Odin cannot attack anything and clear it, because I have like just too many cards, too many spells. So he decides to go all in, or not even all in. What the hell? Whatever. Like, he decides to go with 7 again, probably because he did not expect a 3rd Hell's Judgment. But yeah, like, I mean, I made a minus of like 3 Dawn last 3 Dawn last turn, so that's really rough. So like, we still cannot clear the Odin, so we're just going 7 phase again, 7 phase again. I'm having 6 Dawn open for my 2 Death Wings. Even though I could easily just attach more Dawn and be fine. Like, he needs to react with a spell or 2 cards every single time I hit with 7. King is such a good card in this meta because of so many 4-drops. Like, you can constantly remove everything, or almost everything, from Whitebeard to Kinemon to Smoker. All of them have very powerful, and Ivankov as well, have very powerful 4-drops. So yeah, that's that. So he's going 11. We use one of those. We will not use the hero power because we want to draw a card, right, at the end of the turn. So he's trying it again. I have to let it go. I mean, I could have technically protected it, but I decided against it because if I block it, like right now, I can drop my hand and use the card draw from the Deathwing. If I had blocked it, I would have only used the Deathwing, draw one card, and like then just lose it, right? And this way, I get 3 cards instead of having 1 card, and I only lost 1 king, and in the other scenario, I would have still lost 1 king because I could not have blocked the 10k attack coming from him. So now we're just going 777, checking out what he can do. Does he have to take the life? Does he not have to take the life? If he takes the life, I'm just going all in with my king or my croc. Yes. 9 means he needs to drop everything. He does not. So I'm winning. Yeah, the really rough game. I mean, there was some misplay, or there was one particularly big misplay. No, 2 actually. 1 not attacking with the 5 Dawn 7k. I mean, he did not want it to get removed. I get that. And you don't really play around Lion's Song because nobody plays that. So I'll take that one. That's okay. But not attacking with the Odin after restanding him is a really, really bad misplay. And things could have looked very different because he would have had a king already. And like I asserted so much pressure off of him not committing to the attack. Sure, I have a lot of spells, and a lot of counters, but like resources are still limited. And once you see Crocodile not having any Dawn, dude, you should just go in. If he has to play Gum Gum Rain, he drops 2 cards. Oh, I do. Crocodile drops 2 cards. So, and that's still like okay, right? I mean, it happens anyways. Like you need to do something. You can't just play around something that might not be there all game long, because if you do that, you're not playing the game anymore. You're not playing proactive. You're not doing anything. You're just reacting. And if you do that, you lose. And that's exactly the thing that makes Crocodile so insanely fun to play and good as well, is that people don't know what you're playing. They don't know how many spells you have in the deck. Like some people play Croc with only 5 events, some with 10, some with 20. It's just like preference, right? What spells do you include? Like I personally, in this set, do not play the Overheat, even though Overheat is really good, simply because the other spells are just a little bit better, or a little better for what I want to do, right? Like generally Overheat can be pretty good if you have something that does something on play that is 3 or less, which is like Orochi, for example. You could play Overheat and bounce him back to hand to have him back as a 2k counter, or choose another draw another artificial devil fruit from the deck. So that works. That can work. And people have to consider that when playing against Crocodile. Every single event that is in the game can be made use of if you're playing Crocodile. You could play Hydra, for example. Absolutely good card in some scenarios, especially in the faster paced decks like the Smile Crocodile. Having a 1 Dawn, draw a card, minus 3000 effect can be a game changer. And if people, especially Odin, for example, Odin would only be a 5k, right? You could just swing at him with all your minions, and like he would give that Odin up. So those are options that you have to anticipate if you're playing against Crocodile. And having so many decisions to make and predicting so much stuff, and never knowing what exactly they have in the deck is like a big advantage that I have on my side then, that makes how do you say that, that is a reason why people misplay, right? Because they misjudge the actual situation, because they can't really judge the actual situation because they don't know what they're up against, right? It's simply a knowledge thing. Nobody plays Croc. That's why I always have the upper hand. Except for Whitebeard because he's broken. Okay, see you people.